Hi. Black men, at least manosphere Negroes, are mad at Tyler Perry for something that he said concerning black women and money and bills. I don't know. Stay tuned. Let's find out.
Listen, a lot of women, especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will. In the in our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men. Right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job, and is a good man and is good to you, and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can, because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill, as long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you handle the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then, that is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's so hard for a lot of people to take in, because that means, no, I need somebody who is, they need to make 5 times more, and I got to have, well, go on, keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you, hope it happens. Go on, keep your list. But when you talk about just someone to love you and support you, I know people whose men can't touch what they make. But when you see them together, that love, that support, that I got you, babe, it's a beautiful thing.
What was the issue? What was the issue that I saw a lot of these men on my platform have with what Mr. Tyler Perry had to say? They focused so much on the minor things that this man said in the video that they did not focus on the message. I saw this skit from Trey Rags, right? Of like when you catch your boyfriend cheating or whatever the case is, and like as he playing the girl, you know how these skits go, going back and forth and stuff like that. And so she has like some misinformation about whatever's going on, and he only wants to attack and argue the minor points rather than dealing with the issue that he actually cheated on her.
You literally cheated on me before, and I was woman enough to try to move past it and build something with you. But to cheat on me with my mother, and you picked her up from work every single day of the week just to cheat on me.
Not every single day of the week. See, you're doing too much right now. It was not every single day of the week. She worked at Chick-fil-A. She was off Sunday.
Trey.
That's 6 days out the week. There's 7 days in a week. So don't say every day of the week. Like I'm just with her every single day. Like you doing too much.
Doing too much? You ate Cheerios out of her butt crack in my house, Trey. I walked in on y'all and you literally had the milk dripping from your bottom lip. What can you say? It's disgusting. It's disgusting, Trey. To do that in my house, on my couch with my mom, with my cereal, my milk.
Well, first of all, I bought the milk. That was my milk. I did not use your milk. So don't, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, don't just add stuff to make me seem more disrespectful than what I am. I'm not just gonna let you sit here and attack my character.
Get out. Get out of my house. Pack your stuff. You're done.
Funny comedy skit. Shout out to Trey Rags. Trying to get up there, homie. All right. That's what I'm seeing here. I saw so many men who spread manosphere content or who talk about relationships and dating and stuff like that, and they coming at Tyler Perry's head because he talks about a man who may not make as much as his woman. Now, statistically, no, black women don't make more than black men. Women generally don't make more than men, but I mean it's not by a gap. You know what I mean? But even more so, let's deal with the actual issue, right? Let's say that this was an actual thing, that men don't make as much as women, or in particular black men don't make as much as black women. His message here is that if you have a man who is good, not broke, because some of the women in the comments were like,
he's telling me to settle for less. This is what they always tell black women, that we always gotta lower our standards to be with somebody broke.
He didn't say broke. He said a good man. And just because he doesn't make as much as you doesn't make him broke. The man can be flourishing mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, but because he ain't making the 7-8 figures, because he ain't out here walking like LeBron James, Now he ain't nothing special to you. You wanted to be big boss lady. You wanted to be big mammy up in the corporation. And now you just sunning men. You just all you do is just look down on men. It's in your composure, it's in your posture, it's just in your instinct at the point to talk to men like you manage them, like they are beneath you. And because you have carried this type of emotion, this power, this energy, because you've carried this feeling towards men because of your occupation, because of trauma, because of past relationships, because of your echo chamber, whatever the case may be, now you're lonely. Lonely, I am so lonely, having nobody, out on my own, just lonely, sad, and winter's coming. Winter's just around the corner. And you're going to be sitting there watching your Hallmark movies with your hot chocolate just over there with a tears.
Wish that was me.
Then you go on social media talking about,
I don't need a man. I'm independent.
That's another topic for another day. But dealing with the topic that Mr. Tyler Perry had to say, there are no faults here. And I'm not even going to focus on what I saw most of the men out here focus on concerning what Mr. Tyler Perry had to say. They focus so much on,
he said that men don't make as much as the women, but really statistically, if we want to
blah. Okay, one mess up, one minor miscalculation, but you focus so much on 5% of the video, you didn't even focus on the message. I saw deflection. I saw people just talking about the dynamic of relationships in terms of finance and who making more and how women want to do this and this and this, all based upon what he said in the first 20 seconds of the video. This was 1 minute and 34 seconds. And even more so, I don't even know what they talked about even more. He was on a platform, being interviewed. I don't know if this was a podcast or whatever the case is. There's probably more to this conversation. Probably more that he added on to this, but you wanted to focus on him talking about men not making as much, possibly not making as much as women. Y'all ridiculous. How about we actually talk about the subject matter of what he brought up, about how there are women out here who won't settle for a good man, who, and I've been talking about this in my videos, they won't compromise for a good man, they won't do what is necessary to be the woman that a good man wants and desires, because they all big and bad and there's a black woman, baby. All good right down to the middle, right? That a man has to accept them for who they are and how they act and their attitude. A good man ain't gonna go for that. A good man does not want to be responsible for your 3 to 4 or 5 kids that you have from 2 to 3 different men. He's not going to be responsible for your attitude because you don't know how to talk to somebody right. You know how to talk to your boss man right. You know how to talk to people of high authority right. You know how to talk to the people with your Amazon package right. But you can't talk to your own man right, much less your children. Lord forbid you come back home on a bad day. They just get whoopings just because you looked at them wrong. You looked at them wrong. Not even they looked at you wrong. You looked at them wrong. Crazy. And you want a man to deal with that. You don't know how to talk or communicate your emotions, but yet you want a man who's emotionally intelligent. What Mr. Tyler Perry brought up is a very great point, that there are some good men out here, and if we are to deal with the situation of a good man not making as much as a woman who might be up there in the 6 and 7 figures out there pursuing her dream job, and he's over here still, working at the market, or he might be a teacher, or whatever the case is. And if there's a difference in salary, that does not change the role play or the role or the duty of a man in the household. That she is still able to respect that man as the provider and as the leader of that household. Just because she makes more does not mean that she runs the ship. It does not mean that she is the one who is driving and he's in the passenger seat. That's not how this goes. It's because she actually makes more that she can apply the resources that he can utilize in order for them to have a good relationship, a good foundation. I was listening to somebody I believe it was okay. So when I was recording this, I forgot his name in the moment, but I'm gonna give my man's Mr. Myron Golden some credit because I've been listening to him for the past 6 months, and he has been astounding. And this dynamic between the male and the female is when we're dealing with, just because a woman might be more in tune spiritually, or because she might be more complex, or she might be able to do more, does not mean that the man can do less. Does not mean that the man is, to be shunned or disregarded. And then the same thing and vice versa, because a man is so strong and because a man is masculine and could do ABC, does not discredit the woman.
Just like a woman physically, to have a child, a woman's body opens to receive the man's seed, and then she nurtures that embryo until it becomes a baby, and then she reveals that baby to the world. That's what a woman is designed to do for a man's thoughts. And it's not implying that a woman's thoughts aren't important. That's not the point. You missed the point. It's not that a man is better than a woman or a woman's better than a man. A man is different than a woman and a woman is different than a man. And if I get in my car, it needs tires and an engine, not tires or an engine. It needs both. And the tires aren't better than the engine, and the engine's not better than the tire, but they're different. Are y'all tracking? The man's not better than the woman, and the woman's not better than the man. They're just different. And the man can do things the woman can't do, and the woman can do things the man can't do. And that's how God set it up. Why? So that the man would need the woman and the woman would need the man. Men are strong, like real men are strong, but the thing that can make them weak is a woman. Like the greatest weakness of a strong man can be a woman. Like the Philistines couldn't get to Samson, but Delilah did. Like this dude was so strong, like he could do just crazy stuff. But he gave his strength to this woman who did not have his best interest in mind. There's nothing that can rob a man of his power and his potential like a woman who is not willing to nurture and reveal his yod, his thoughts, his ideas. A man needs a woman who believes in his ideas. Hey, you know what? I don't care. Hey, I love y'all. Y'all my people, right? I don't care if y'all believe in my ideas or not. As long as I go home and that wife I got at home, she believes in my ideas. I don't need y'all to believe in my ideas. Y'all can think I'm crazy. Y'all want to think I am. If she don't think I'm crazy, I'm good. Man, he's so crazy. Ain't nobody think about you, bro. The man needs the woman. The woman needs the man. And we got a lot of women today that act like they don't need a man. And that's so fine. Do you? Anyway, I ain't mad at you. But let's don't lie to make the narrative real. Because here's the reality. You sit in a restaurant, some dude starts chatting you up, even if you don't have a man. You're gonna make up an artificial man. I got a boyfriend, I got a husband. You're gonna make up an artificial man to protect you from the real man that you don't want to be bothered with. Here's what's really interesting. When a man and a woman get in a relationship, the man needs to serve the woman and the woman needs to serve the man. If the man's trying to be greater than the woman, he blew it. And if the woman's trying to be greater than the man, she blew it.
Because the man and the woman are different and were created for different things, they come together to become one. There is no anything you can do, I could do better. A man is supposed to do things that a man can do. And a woman should not be trying to do the things that a man can do, and the same thing and vice versa. But it's because that woman can apply resources. She can give resources. She can give substance. She can give matter. She can give you the tools that you can utilize, the power, the energy that she can give to you that you can enforce in order for y'all to move the way that y'all need to move. In order for y'all to create the foundation that y'all need to create. It is what it is. A lot of women are so stuck into their ego that their identity in their ego and in their pride is all that they have. And they're not willing to risk their ego being shunned or discarded or even killed off in order for them to be the rightful and virtuous and feminine woman that they need to be for the man that they so desire. It's a sad case. Think of that. A woman cannot just soften up and be vulnerable and be the woman that she so desires because she is latching on and holding on to so much of her trauma. So many things that her friends have told her. So many things that her mother may have told her. So many things of the hurt that she has received from certain men in her life. She can't let go of it. She can't receive love because she consumes and latches on and holds on to so much of the hate and trauma throughout her whole life. So she's not willing to change and transform to be not only the woman that a man desires, but so that she desires in the mirror. Because you can't feel good being the bitter, lonely woman that you are and looking in the mirror every day and thinking that you're special. You pass up on good men on an everyday basis because they're not making as much as you are, or they don't have the same status that you do, or because they have certain things going on in their life that you don't. And I'm not talking about major things like baby mama drama or sickness or whatever the case is. I'm just talking about minor things, like he might be into anime, he might be into Star Wars, and you just, I want a man who's into basketball, I want a man who's into sports, I want a man who's athletic. Ma'am, have you looked in the mirror? Some of y'all women, I'll give y'all a pass. If you fit yourself, you want a man that's fit, fine. But if you pushing 200, and you below 5'4", ma'am, give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. You don't need no more goddamn Kit Kat bars. You really don't. You stuffing your stomach in your goddamn panties. Stop it. Anyways, y'all let me know how y'all personally feel about this respectfully in the comments below. Want to know how y'all personally feel about this concerning the basis of the topic. Like the video, share this with a friend or two, and before you go, I'm gonna need you to watch this one to view. Alright, you don't want to miss that one. Alright, till next time, we out.
They need to make 5 times more, and I got to have. Well, go on, keep your list, baby. Yeah. God bless you. Hope it happens. Go on, keep your list.